Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, a great millstone, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim, scattered through four corners of the globe, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And I say shalom to your Akim out there. And this is a quick sit-down lesson on this April the 10th, 2022, on this Sunday night. And the title of this news article, it says massive protests in Pakistan against impromptu government. And the highlight of this news article, Salakia, and the highlight of this sit-down lesson is going to be that should be seeing uproars in the people in the world. And this is a news article right here, like I just mentioned, massive protests in Pakistan against impromptu government. And this was published on April the 10th, 2022, RT.com. And it reads, ex-Prime Minister Imran Khan has said the country heading for a new freedom struggle, blasting his ouster as a U.S.-backed regime change. It says massive demonstrations rock multiple cities, including the country's capital, Istanbul, on Sunday, with thousands of taking to the streets to express their support to the deposed Prime Minister Imran Khan. He was outlasted by the country's preliminary and a successful no-confidence vote on Saturday. Khan blasted the vote as a foreign-backed regime change operations. Never has such crowds come out so spontaneously in such numbers in our history, rejecting the impromptu government led by crooks, Khan said. Twitter sharing footage of the protests. It says they never seen such crowds come out so spontaneously in such numbers in our historic, rejecting the impromptu government led by crooks. And it says protesters were spreading by Khan's PTI party, which called upon its members and supporters to take the streets across the country. It says, "We want Imran Khan back. Pakistan will not rest until fresh elections are conducted." This clip is from Pakistan. Early in the day, Khan reiterated his allegations against the U.S., blamed his ouster on Washington, I meant to say, and branding it a regime change operation aimed at bringing into power and contrary uncompatible crooks all out on bail. The former prime minister has also said the country was entering a period of freedom struggle with the Pakistan people protecting sovereignty and democracy from a foreign conspiracy or regime change. So yeah, that goes to show you, what the with the protesters and stuff like that around the country. So that's what you call that should be seen uproars in the people in the world today. So I'm gonna bring out a scripture with that. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 3, and it reads, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars in the people in the world, Right, because you seen the uproars and the people, with regards to, the political system and sovereignty and democracy and freedom in their country of Pakistan, because they believe they have like corrupt leaders and they want them out of office. So that's why you seen the widespread protests in the streets. Like the scripture says, Second Ezra 15 through 16, I believe. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And I'm gonna bring that scripture out as well too, since I mentioned it. Yeah, this is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 16, through the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, "For there shall be sedition among men, innovating one another. They shall not regard nor their kings nor their princes, in the course of their actions to stand in their power right." So you're seeing a heavy resistance with with that protest over there in Pakistan. They heavily oppose corruption in their freedom and democracy throughout for their country and stuff like that. And they feel like it's outlusted by corrupt people in the political party. So they want them out, and they want their former prime minister, I believe. They want him back in there. These current corrupt leaders in Pakistan, the people and citizens there, they want the crooks out of the office. That's why you see large amount of worker breaking crowds out there over there in Pakistan. So that goes into they should not regard their kings nor their princes in the course of their actions to stand in their power, right? As you see, and you seeing that around the world as well too. There's been, uproars in the people in the world that go against their political leaders and figures that's in office. And, the citizens, they oppose these laws that's not good. They find them corrupt. So they do heavy protests, you know. They do it for rights and for freedom and liberty, stuff like that. So that's why you see a continual increase of uproars in the people in the world today. So it's gonna further increase in the latter days that we are currently living in. So with that, hope this quick sit down lesson was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. And first and foremost, let us give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, a great millstone, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom and a ball.